today because we answered the clarion call from His Excellency, Captain Ibrahim Traore, the Lion of Africa, the leader who is fearless, the leader who is transformational, the leader who is truly for the people, a man who represents what we have wanted in an African man. So because he put out the call, you Burkinabe people, you have done all the heavy lifting. You have chased away, you have made the Westerners, particularly France, leave Burkina Faso running like mice out of Burkina Faso. The least we can do as African diaspora is to come and support you. When the president started this program of building the streets of Ouagadougou, the streets of cities around Burkina Faso, and all he wanted was bricks and cement, Ambassador Kalibuli, we had a Zoom, he told us about the call from the president. We said, yes, Ambassador, we are with you. So today, we are donating 23 tons of cement to be our contribution to the program that the president has launched. We will continue to support, we will continue to contribute. I want you to know that we are coming back end of April for the cultural week, and we will continue to bring more bricks and more cement. So you guys, as Burkinabe people, we are so proud of you. We appreciate you and we honor you. Continue the good work, continue to support Captain Ibrahim Traore, continue to be his rock. You're going to be in front of him, in the back, on the side. Let's surround him with our love. Let's surround him with our support. Let's let the world know that President Traore has a shield that's wider than they can ever imagine. Every black person around the world is surrounding President Traore. That's how much love is out there for him and the work that he's doing here in Burkina Faso. We could not be prouder to be Burkinabe people. We could not be prouder to be in Burkina Faso at this time. It's a small contribution, but we are going to continue to support the work that you all are doing here in Burkina Faso.
In a time when Africa is reclaiming its voice, its resources, and its destiny, a powerful gesture from the African diaspora has lit a beacon of unity and hope in the heart of Burkina Faso. 23 tons of cement. A simple material, but one that now carries the weight of solidarity, strength, and a vision for a stronger Africa. This is not just a donation. This is a message to the world. Africa is building together. Welcome to Make Africa Great, and today, we uncover the incredible story behind the African Diaspora Development Institute's support of the Faso Mayabbo initiative and the unstoppable rise of a new Burkina Faso under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré. The African diaspora represents over 200 million people around the globe, from the Americas to Europe, Asia to the Caribbean. For centuries, this global family has been separated by slavery, colonialism, and migration. But the call of home is stronger than ever. The African Diaspora Development Institute, ADDI, founded and led by the fierce and visionary Dr. Arikana Chihombori, is at the forefront of reconnecting Afrodescendants with their roots not just spiritually, but economically and politically. Dr. Arikana has long stood for a Pan-African vision, a world where Africans, wherever they live, can invest in the future of their people and their continent. And that vision became concrete, literally, with a donation of 23 tons of cement to Burkina Faso's Faso Mayabbo initiative. Faso Mayabbo, translated as Let's Build the Nation, is more than a public works program. It's a revolutionary effort launched by President Captain Ibrahim Traoré to transform urban environments, boost infrastructure, and restore dignity to communities across Burkina Faso. From paving roads, beautifying cities, to improving sanitation, this initiative is designed to create jobs, empower youth, and reduce dependency on foreign aid. But most importantly, it is endogenous, a word that means from within. This is Africa, building Africa, with its own vision, its own values, and its own leaders. On the 6th of November 2025, A symbolic handover took place in Ouagadougou, inside the compound of Zinda Philippe Kabore Lycée. Afrodescendants, many of whom had traveled from the Americas, the Caribbean, and Europe, stood side by side with Burkinabe citizens. Together, they witnessed a defining moment. 23 tons of cement gifted by the diaspora, not just to build roads, but to build trust, connection, and unity. In her speech, Dr. Arikana didn't just applaud the initiative, she made a declaration. Captain Ibrahim Traoré is a lion of Africa, a true leader for the African people. She vowed continued support and reaffirmed the diaspora's mission to walk with Africa's leaders in reshaping the continent's future. You may wonder, why cement? Because cement is foundational. It binds bricks, stones, and earth. It turns plans into reality. This 23-ton donation symbolizes that we as a global African people are ready to lay the foundation of a new Africa, one that is strong, unshakable, and built with our own hands. It also tells the youth of Burkina Faso, you are not forgotten. The world is watching and cheering for you. What we're seeing in Burkina Faso is not an isolated event. Across the continent, a new wave of leadership is rising. Leaders like Traoré, movements like Mayabbo, and partners like ADDI show what's possible when unity, purpose, and action come together. This is the future Make Africa Great is committed to highlighting. Because when Africans unite from the continent to the diaspora, nothing is impossible. This isn't just a story about cement. It's a story about commitment, about solidarity, about Africa, building Africa. If this inspired you, like, share, and subscribe to help spread stories that uplift our continent. Together, we will make Africa great.
Yes, here we are. Welcome and greetings, all of you, brothers and sisters. Let us build our nations. Let us build our mother continent, Africa, with our own hands, with our own resources. Let me thank Dr. Arikana Chihombori Kwao, ADDI team, African descendants, African diaspora, and Pan-Africanist around the globe for coming together and united to support Mayabbo in Burkina Faso. A lovely family, brothers and sisters, African diaspora and ADDI have donated more than 23 tons of cement to make sure that the streets of Ouagadougou and other cities in Burkina Faso are going to be built. This is not just contribution, this is job creation. This is creating innovators, creators, and giving experience to our young engineers, our young contractors, our young civil engineers, and others. By doing this, it means young people will participate in building their nation. Mayabbo, as you heard, is the initiative created by the president of Burkina Faso to make sure that everyone is building his nation by any means. Whether you have energy, you have to contribute your energy. Whether you have a bag of cement, you have to contribute it. Whether you have maybe a small amount of money, you have to contribute it. Whether you have skills, you have to contribute your skills. That's what is happening in Burkina Faso. Everyone is building his nation or her nation. Everyone is making sure that is building the nation or the country of Burkina Faso. You saw young people, children participated, and now you have seen African diaspora and ADDI also join the chain to support Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the lion of Africa, the name given by Dr. Arikana Chihombori Kwao. As I said, this is not just donation, this is job creation. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, when he came to power, he came with the idea that we Africans, we have engineers, we have contractors, we have professionals, people with different skills, but these skills are not being used here in the continent of Africa. What he did is to buy different equipment in various sectors. You remember he bought tractors and agricultural equipment supplied to young people to make sure that they can feed themselves. He bought construction equipment, civil engineer equipment to make sure that young and professional contractors in Burkina Faso are going to build their roads, their infrastructures. Buildings are being built by young Burkinabe engineers. You have seen airport stadiums being built by the young engineers, young skilled young people of Burkina Faso. You know, if you allow your people to build infrastructure, to build their nation, they will protect their nations. You know, you have seen many conflicts in different parts of the continent. You know why? Because those infrastructures, those things were not made by Africans, by their own ends. Those things were made by the Chinese or sometimes Europeans or Americans or Russians. So Africans, they feel that they're not part of those things. That's why when they saw things moving in the long direction, they said that is not ours. But if you allow people to be part of development, to be part of contribution, people will feel that these things are part of our own things. And that's what Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing. So we hope more Africans will contribute. And one thing that African diaspora are coming to provide in Burkina Faso is inspiration. Inspiration, some will remain in Burkina Faso, some will come up with skills, some have professionals, technologies. So we hope if our brothers and sisters in the diaspora can collaborate with people in Burkina Faso, things can happen on the ground and we can change things in our life. Because as I speak to you now, you know that Burkina Faso has succeeded to manufacture electric cars. So what we need Africans with capital to invest in maybe spare parts, where we can produce more spare parts for those cars. We can produce more battery. Of course, we have lithium. So we need investment. So our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, I think they're coming to invest in Burkina Faso. Not only in Burkina Faso, we wish other African countries to follow the same suit, to invite African diaspora and also to allow young professionals, young engineers, young doctors to be part of national building or to be part of building their countries. Because if we don't do so, these young people will be taken away from this continent. We have been lamented for a long time, brain drain, our professionals, our intelligent people are being taken. Why? Because we are not using them. But in Burkina Faso, as you can see, Captain Ibrahim Traore is using intelligent Burkinabe people, is using the ideas and skills of the people of Burkina Faso. This will increase innovation and creativity among Africans. And also this will create jobs and employment opportunities. You know, when Captain Traore said, my young people will not be allowed to go to Europe to become gardeners, to wash old men and women, and maybe to be house girl and girls. We didn't understand what he meant at that time. So now you can see we cannot allow our young men and women to be gardeners, to be farm workers in different countries in Europe, being old men washers. We can create environment where this energy can be used. Have been seeing President Ruto, President of Kenya, talking about how many Kenyans are working abroad. But let me tell you, those who are working abroad are not working in big industries, are working in farms, and yet we celebrate. It doesn't make sense. Let us build industries here. Let us build Uh, let us create jobs here in the continent of Africa. We have that capacity, brothers and sisters. With all these resources that we have, if we are serious, the way you see in Burkina Faso, if everyone can contribute, let me maybe create a simple calculation. This continent, we are almost 1.4 billion people. Assume maybe 1 billion people. Each one can contribute $1. How much do we have? How much do we have for $1? It means 1 billion US dollar. How many industries can we create? Because the resources are here. We have resources. Maybe for $1 for a month. Maybe let us make $1 for 6 months. In one here, $2. It means 2 billion US dollars. How much we can invest in industrialization, in energy? So sometimes it's about our decisions. Africans, we lack decisions. We lack good leadership. We don't calculate. And that's why you saw Traore has said, enough is enough. Our roads will be built by us. Our infrastructures will be built by us. Our plane will be land by us. Everything will be land by the people of Burkina Faso. And you saw African diaspora are coming, donating. That is only on Fasamabo. What about in education? What about in health? They will donate more. They will participate, not just donation. This is participation, involving. So, my dear lovely family, brothers and sisters, I've no more to share. What I can say to you all, thank you for watching. Thank you to African Diaspora, African Descendants, Pan-Africanist, ADDI team for this participation of Fasamabo initiative, where young Burkinabe will continue to build their nations because resources are there, resources are being provided. Even if it is small, but this is large for us. Thank you. Thank you. So if you have something to share with us, please do so through the comment section. And after sharing your thoughts, you may help us to share this video to others here in the continent and to those who are in the diaspora. And also, don't forget to like this video. After that, I have no more to say more than have a nice time. See you in next video. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa.